Hey y'all. She's back again. Yes, she is. All right, it's been a long time. Y'all know I don't ever know what to say. And if you are wondering, yes, this is take 2. Gotta have a sip of this tea. Okay. So this is take 2. It wouldn't be me if I wasn't on take at least 8 by the time y'all actually seen the video. So this is, we're gonna do a flip through of my current planner system, which is a super duper chunked out personal rings that I basically created, y'all. I cut this leather and I fake rounded the corners. I purchased these rings from Amazon, and the leather I got from Michael's. And I did my thug fizzle, okay? I did my thing. This is what I wanted. Today is day 1. I've left work again, back home. This time my husband requested me to come home and, be the housewife that he knows and loves. And shorty, I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. I'm glad to be home, actually. But I'm going to be moving around a whole lot more. And, this is much more transportable. I did have it in the A5, but when I was working my job, A5 was much more, it was easier for me than it was just easier because it was on my desk. But it's not easy no more, y'all. It's too big for me to carry in the car and in my bag, in my current bag. Y'all know, personally, I feel like planners are seasonal. I feel like it just depends on the season that you're in your life, and seasons change. So kudos to everyone who manages to stay in the same planner their entire life. I think that is awesome. But I'm a flipper, flopper, hopper. Flipper, flopper, hopper. I'm a flip, flop, and I'm a hop. So that's what I did, and I hopped on over here. Now, I have had personal rings for years off and on. So all my planners are pretty much set up the same. You can see how, not my system, but my methods, even book bound to rings. It's the same. It's the same type of setup. But anyways, let's jump into it because y'all clearly got a lot to show you. All right, so section 1, well, in the beginning is a bunch of stuff. I got this from a Ligonier magazine. I loved it, and I've kept it. And I know I could have made it look a lot better, but I definitely cut it a little funky. But here we are. This is yesterday's receipt that I need to do something with. So I need to write down how much we spent on groceries yesterday. Oh, I know, baby. It was $215, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Okay. I got this from May Paper Co. I printed it on vellum. It's a little wonky looking, and I laminated it for the year. This is an old cloth and paper index because I've had it forever. And it's in the front. These dividers I got from Amazon. This inbox sticker. Paper. Y'all, I made this, and I made several, as you will see. And I was like, oh, great, I got them. Let me go print these and go check on something else. And I hit print, and they were all printing out together. And naturally, the ink had not dried. But, it was for me. So I was like, whatever, child, we're going to use it. Anywho, I have been creating my own inserts because in preparation of me coming home, I want to open up a printable shop, just to share the printables that I am making. I have not decided on all of the sizes. I'm going back and forth. That's not finalized yet, but so far we got A5 and we have personal because those are the planners that I was using. And if there are some A6 users, or I can't promise pocket because pocket is very small, and I need to be able to use the insert myself to be able to put it in the shop. I know I can use personal in A5. Again, if I have personal, wide, and A6 users who make requests, then I will do it. But right now, probably just going to be personal A5 for now. This is my finance section, and this is the expense tracker that I created. It's really, really basic. I mean, real basic, y'all. Just the date, what you bought, where you bought it, how much it cost, and what your running total expense is. That's all I need. And this is just some budget stuff and some, I don't know, just bill stuff basically. And that is my finance section. Next is the home section, some homeschool stuff. Junior's not homeschooled, but it's a dream of mine to one day homeschool him. And I have homeschool friends, and this was just some stuff she was sharing with me. This is a potential cleaning plan that I'm creating now that I'm home. This is my meal planning insert. This has the days of the week, and then it has space for my shopping list. So this insert is, it started with Sunday, but you're able to, I started it with a Monday start, but the way my cooking is set up, sorry y'all, I'm literally listening to a conversation downstairs with my kids and trying to talk to y'all, sorry. Sorry if I'm spacey. And I started with Monday, but the way that I cook, Sunday's meal is leftover for Monday, all right? Tuesday's meal is leftovers for Wednesday. Thursday's meal is leftover for Friday and possibly Saturday. The kids need to make a decision on what they're going to eat from Friday to Saturday. You can eat leftovers, of course, they're there. But after that, I mean, you need to figure it out. Truth be told, they can figure it out every single day. It's not going to change what I do because I only have one child. Like, the rest of them are grown. Y'all figure it out. I mean, they eat what they want to eat when they want to eat it with their employment money anyway. So, but that's my cooking schedule. Now, this insert, and this video is not a video of inserts, but I'm just going to talk about them. I'm going to offer this insert with a Monday start, a Sunday start, and the word shopping list not there. Because if you want, this can be a weekly insert. All right. So still in the home section, Junior tried to bust out on us with some high blood pressure, and we had to run a bunch of tests, but he's actually okay, but I still kept the notes from that. This is my little family meal list because we literally rotate the same couple of meals. I actually read that's what people do. Which makes sense because we go to the same restaurants and eat over and over. So it makes sense that we would rotate the same meals over and over. But I've been trying new things. But, okay, I'm back. So, I've just compiled a list of family meals that we eat on a regular. Because, y'all, I be drawing a blank. Like, I literally be drawing a blank. And I kind of am going to do a video on how I build this list and everything. Because, I mean, it works for me. It may work for someone else. But yeah, just keeping a list, and I'm adding to it regularly. I just need to add some more things. But 2 things that I made up here that are new. The crock-pot smothered bone-in chicken with gravy and onions. Saw that video. Look, I've definitely made chicken, rice, and gravy before. But just never like this. So this was just a different way to do it. Way less. It was more work than what I usually do. But of course, it ultimately ended up in the crock pot. So it wasn't like I was standing over it. So it was a good meal. Another new dish was this creamy salmon pasta bake, which is nothing but, okay? I don't know about you, but I grew up eating, well, not grew up. Years ago, I used to make tuna casserole because I thought tuna casserole tasted good as a mug. I don't care what you say. But I seen somebody on Instagram do the same thing with canned salmon. Baby, I lied. Sorry. He used fresh salmon, but I had canned salmon in my pantry. Y'all, I made that food last night. Whole life changed. So of course I had to add that to the list so that it can be a part of the rotation. I'm also thinking about making me like a monthly fold out calendar of meals to make sure I'm not making spaghetti every week. We'll talk about it later. All right, so there's that. Next is my list of things to create, and most of these things I have done on the laptop. I mean, but there's other things that I'm going to need to create, like for my home section, and that's basically what that sheet is for. Like, what else do you need for your home section? So, like, when I'm watching other people's videos, I'm like, oh, she's got that in her home section. I'm like, oh, let me write that down. Home improvement list. Everybody has one of those. Honey-do list. Yes, they're different. Marriage conversations. Family savings, retirement fund, annual vacations, things like that. This is a homemade list of things that I want to learn how to make. We got bread, different cakes. I want to learn. This is going to be a home wish list because I really want a Ring camera on the front and back. All right, that is the end of the home section. Yeah, we got more paper in here than we need, but we'll address that later. All right, next is the beginning of the business section. I made this. See, one of the inboxes that didn't come out jacked up. Yeah. So just some hair stuff, some notary stuff. And then here is faith and planning stuff. So like for my YouTube, for the online store, and for the future of my coaching, workshop ideas, all of that stuff is like all up in here. And I even made a weekly planner. So there's a monthly section right here. And this is a monthly calendar that has grid notes on the front and grid notes on the back. Because that's what I like. So that's what I made for myself, was what I knew would work for me. So this has a Monday start. It will have a Sunday start as well. Totally, everything is going to be undated. Again, this is the weekly insert that I made. This is one of my favorite weekly inserts. It's so functional for me. I will forever have love for the Hobonichi weeks. This was the inspiration. We've all seen a million inserts like this. One of my favorite ones. I decided to use this one for business so that I could see like just my business to-dos separate from my life to-dos, which we will get to life to-dos later. All right. And then we have a bunch of notes I've taken over the years. Brain dumps, video ideas, all types of different things. Again, more paper than we probably need. Website outline, inserts for the shop, all type of things. Yeah, more paper than we need. This is my brain dump section. Brain dumps have their own section here. Life after work brain dump, my running brain dump. We have a running to buy list to make, money making ideas, and more paper. Now, this is a monthly insert that I got from May Paper Co. Duh, right there. And I was using this, and this insert inspired me to make my own. I don't really like the lines back here. I don't know. I just don't like them. But I liked the idea of the notes, and I liked the idea of the landing page. But I just feel like this could have been better used. Yeah, I could have wrote around it, but you know. And then I don't like this. I know. I'm so petty. Whatever. That's why I make my own. All right. And this is my life calendar. Y'all, it's looking, I have not set up September all the way. I know. But I have all the months in here. And they're all dated for the rest of the year. And there's sticky notes for me to write down important things. And I did one calendar for January. And then I think I have like a little sad looking Outlook page. I don't know, y'all. Just doing it, whatever. Jotting it down. Now we have my weeklies. And these are basic weeklies. There's so many planners on the planet with this weekly layout. This is nothing special, but dare I say it's working for me because I've created some things to make this work. I made this sheet and I personalized this insert for myself. It's a single sheet of paper with slits cut in it that I can pull in and out. And it has different sections and categories. So we have this week, priorities, self-care, reminders, and then we have business things on the back. And then notes. And then this is just a page finder that I have in the middle. And then I created some daily sheets that might be a little bit faint, but this is a daily sheet, and it's like, what time is it, Chad? 3:15, and my daily sheet ain't done for today. Yeah, I know. Y'all, today is day 1 of me returning home. And I have a lot of organizing to do before I can even really do anything. But yeah, so this is what the week looks like. And then you have this sheet in between here, along with your daily sheet, if you're using a daily sheet, if I need a daily sheet that day, which I don't need it every day. And then you have your finder. Right? So that's last week. This is this current week that we are in. And I haven't really done too much. I still have things that I need to write down. So, yeah, stuff to do. But that's it. And it's really plain and to the point. I have a couple of these in the back so that I can pull them out. But yeah. And I went ahead and dated everything. So then back here, we have blank of these pages right here that I know, that I can have for each week. And then we have a few of the daily pages. And they're real simple, real faint, because I don't like the dark lines. It takes away from the writing, in my opinion. And I just have the date and times down here, down the middle. And I'll write my schedule here and my to-do list here. And yeah, just a couple of those. All right, next is the journal section. And I do some journaling in there. And these are my morning journal sheets and evening journal sheets that I created. And each sheet is undated, obviously. And we got today's prayer, intentions for the day, my scripture on the day, and what is on my mind this morning. And these are very helpful to work on. I even have an evening one, which has my evening prayer. What am I grateful for today? What challenges did I face today? My scripture before bed, and what is on my mind this evening. I think it's perfect. It's just enough to get the juices flowing or to help bring the day to an end. And I have them, I printed this with morning front and back, and then evening front and back. You can print yours with morning on one side, evening on the other, if you are a better person than me and you actually manage to do them every single day, unlike myself. All right, and then we just look again, just journal things, journal entries, stuff like that, pictures that I need to do some memory keeping on. Yeah, that's the end of that. Me and my boo, 9-year anniversary. And then this is just like my page finder, and then we have paper. And then we have blank paper because I keep my little Canon Ivy in my planner bag because I'll print a picture anywhere. So that's what these blank sheets are for. This is just another section where I'm supposed to do micro, I call it, Bible study stuff, which I haven't done. But questions, stuff I had written down, like when I was listening to a sermon, wrote down some notes there. More paper. This is this my processing notebook? Y'all, the processing notebook is important to me because it is where random things go until they have somewhere else to go. Like books to read. What things do I want to do differently in my next stay-at-home mom season? Things to do before August the 30th. New routine ideas. I was thinking about creating just a reference binder, and then it ballooned back into me being back into my personal ring. So that's what this was. My wish list for like myself, journal prompts, date night ideas, just random stuff. And I called it a processing notebook, and there it is. I used to keep that inside of a pocket size moleskin. I really love that notebook. What, Junior?
Are you still filming?
Yes. I'm almost done. Junior doesn't have school today, and he's checking on me. All right, and next is my health section. This is all new stuff. This, again, is from A Paper Co. I made this on Canva. It's supposed to be my weight tracker. We'll see if I write anything down. This is another tracker. And then this is a 90-day tracker that I had made. And I got this from Simple and Trendy Co. years ago. It's a monthly tracker. And it has daily things, weekly, monthly, and the notes. And I actually like this, and I'm going to use that. This is a 90-day tracker because I wanted to do like a 90-day reset. So it's 90 days on each sheet, and you write the dates that you started, what the habit is, and then the dates that you know, did you make it through 90 days or no? That's it. And then more health stuff. What do we have over here? Oh, reset ideas. 75 flow challenge. You ever heard of like that 75 hard? I had broke it down into soft, medium, and hard. And I was going to kind of use this with my 90-day. Clearly, I didn't start August 12th. These are supposed to be carnivore meals, but for real, if you know anything about keto carnivore, you just eat meat. It's really not meals. But again, there are certain fun, special things that I can make, and I kind of need to run them down so I can remember. And that is that. And the rest is just notes, y'all. The rest is just notes. So this is it. This is she. This is her. This is my flip through. This is my current system. This is what I'm doing. And yeah. Tell me what you think in the comments. My flip throughs are always a bootleg, but they're here. I'm flipping through, and you know, who knows? I could come back with another video tomorrow. I don't know. But if you made it all the way to the end, thank you. I appreciate you for being here with me in my sporadic random posting. And I will see you next time. Oh, wait. I always say that too soon. Give me a thumbs up. Like it. Tell me in the comments what you think. And if now that I guess we're like in planner change season, to be honest. Like, what are you using? Are you using anything different? Are you in personal rings? Are you here because of personal rings? Or did you just pop up here because you were like, oh snap, she posted a video for the first time in 15 months. Whatever brings you here, I'm glad to have you. And until next time, I shall see you then. Happy planning. I holla. Bye.